Welcome to Spotlight Brewton. I'm so glad you're with us today. We've got an extraordinary treat for you today. We've got 4 amazing musicians that are all local. They're all part of what we do down every Sunday afternoon from 2 to 5 down at the Hourglass downtown. It's called Rock the Dock. These guys come down and play for free. We do a jam session and just play music that everybody enjoys. We have a good time together and just generally have a party down there by the Hourglass. It's bring your cooler if you want to, bring a snack, bring a lawn chair, and we set up outside if the weather's permitting. If it's not, we go inside. But right now, let's get to the fun of the show, and I'm going to introduce these guys to you, and they can tell you a little bit more about their musical histories. Start over here on my right. Introduce yourself.
I'm Kristen Bell, and I grew up here in Brewton, born and raised.
My name is William Peavy. I moved to Brewton in '07 and played music around locally at different bars and restaurants around town.
Excellent.
My name is Brooke Faircloth, and I've just started playing music about 4 years ago.
My name's Josh Pugh, and I've lived here all my life, and I've been playing music for about 10 or 12 years.
And extremely talented, all of them are. I'm going to start over here on my right again, and y'all can just kind of go around the room and answer the questions when I ask you. Where did you learn to play?
Well, I learned to play from my parents. My first instrument was bass guitar, and then I got interested in rhythm guitar. My dad actually taught me most of what I know from, chords and different songs and stuff like that.
Excellent.
I learned how to play from my dad. When I was about 12 years old, I started playing bass and shortly moved to his acoustic guitar, and he showed me a few things, and I kind of took it from there.
Excellent.
I'm pretty much like them. My dad taught me. I got a lot of music in my family, and I just got interested in it. And that's about it.
We always had a guitar around my house. Everyone on my dad's side of the family played some instrument, some sort, but I actually learned from a high school friend of mine. We used to play after school. So.
Fine. And Brewton has such a rich musical history. Everybody's seen the signs where William Lee Golden. We claim him as one of our own. And Hank Lachlan is another person who reached that upper level of fame with country music. But there is so much music still here in Brewton that is worth celebrating and so much fun. I know I play guitar too. I learned from my dad, and I have his guitars now that he's passed on. But that legacy you get from the generation before, there's just a richness about that music that comes down through families that you just don't get anywhere else. And musical households are different from others. I mean, I was probably in junior high school or a little older before I realized everybody didn't sing in the car and harmonies, multiple harmonies wherever we went, because we couldn't agree on a radio station, so we would wind up singing, and we all learned our parts and sang together. People thought we were really, really weird when they would ride elsewhere with us, but I learned that we were kind of oddballs, but it's oddballs in a fun sort of way.
Right.
Tell me what your favorite kind of music is.
Personally, I couldn't pick a favorite kind. Grew up on gospel music and, old-time country music, and Johnny Cash, and Patsy Cline, Laura Lynn, all that good stuff.
Go out walking after midnight.
Yes, and so that's kind of what I grew up around, but I like all genres of music. I really couldn't pick a favorite, I don't think.
Me either. It's really, really hard.
Yeah, if I could, it would probably be traditional country.
Definitely. How about you, Bill?
I prefer the older, I guess, classic rock stuff. That's what I came up on. Jimi Hendrix, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin type stuff. And a lot of my musical, like when I started being aware of current music and stuff like that, started in the '90s. And so I still listen to a lot of '90s bands that are still going, and a lot of older music, from that time too.
I love that stuff.
Well, I was always a daddy's girl, so I always liked the music he liked, and he listened to all the classical rock music like Leonard Skinner and stuff like that, and old country music like Merle Haggard and that. So that's the kind of music I like. So
I can't blame you a bit. Good stuff in there.
I like all kinds of music, but probably my favorite is just like real stripped down, simple rock and roll, like Dylan, stuff like that.
Absolutely. Tell me, who do you think has probably influenced you more than anyone else in your music?
Wow. My family. You know, I play music with my family, and just, like I said, growing up, just, I don't know.
Singing together?
Yeah, singing with my family, and I really can't say that there's a particular artist that has influenced me more than my family has.
Cool.
That's a really hard question for me. I tend to incorporate pretty much or try to incorporate everything I listen to into what I do. So yeah, that's a really hard question to just point a finger at one person and say this person influenced me the most. But when I was learning how to play and trying to decide what music I liked for myself, one of my best friends, his name was Samuel Faree, really helped me out with that. Really helped me out, kind of guided me along, said, hey, check this out, or hey, I'm learning this song, you want to see how it goes. So having a friend like that to learn songs with and discover music with, I would say he probably influenced me more than most.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty hard for me too. Well, when I first started singing, it was in church because my grandma made me sing in church when I was little, and so she kind of pushed me to the singing thing. And my dad, he thought it'd be a good idea for me to learn how to play an instrument, so he kind of helped me learn how to play there. So
Cool.
yeah.
I try not to get stuck on one form of music for too long because I don't want to sound like anything. And most of my songs probably just sound like myself, whether that's good or bad. But oddly enough, probably the music that influenced me the most was jam music. When I was in high school, I was real big into bands like Fish and String Cheese Incident. And even though none of my music remotely sounds like that, just the enjoyment of listening to it made me want to play music even more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the best influence.
Yeah, exactly. Hang with musicians and learn what they do and learn what works and what doesn't. And I know songwriting is really big for most of y'all. Do you write songs, Kristen?
I do.
What kind of songs do you like to write? I mean, what are yours? Who can you compare them to? Are they solely on their own?
They're mostly on their own. Some of them are influenced by whatever genre of music I happen to be listening to the most at the time.
Right.
But, I don't know. I write a little bit of everything. Can't say any of it's any good, but,
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's all good. How about you, Bill?
As far as songwriting, it's whatever I'm listening to at the time. Basically, I'll get an idea or a spark of an idea and just follow it to where it goes. When I'm writing, I'm not trying to really come up with the finished product all at once. So I'm kind of just trying to write a song and then let it go where it wants to go, and not really put it in a box up front, but see where the song goes. So I guess that's kind of my approach to it.
Mm-hmm. How about you?
I pretty much just write songs in the moment, like however I'm feeling at the time. Like if I get fired from a job, or if somebody makes me mad, or somebody makes me happy, or if I just sit there and think about something, I just write whatever is on my mind at the time.
How about you, Josh?
I don't know. I really haven't written anything in 4 or 5 years. Life's kind of gotten in the way, but back when I was writing a lot, it was, I don't know, personal experience, just anything really.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes there's just a string of words that'll trigger my, just something clicks in your head and you go, oh, that's a song. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. How long does it typically take you to write a song?
Normally, if I sit down and write a song, it's like you said, something will trigger something, and it doesn't take me long to put it on paper. I have had some songs that I had to work with to get it like I wanted it, and I think the longest I ever spent on a song was about a year. But typically, like 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I mean, it really doesn't take that long.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would agree. A lot of times, inspiration strikes and it's just, the pen, you're basically just letting the pen do the work,
Exactly.
It's just coming out. But yeah, I have notebooks full of old lyrics and old song ideas and stuff. And every now and then I'll remember one of them and be like, oh man, that would, now I've got now I've got the ideas, to back up that idea, to make a song out of that. So I'll go back and fish some stuff out. But yeah, normally anywhere from an hour to, maybe a couple of days, spending trying to work things out and playing through it a lot. But I guess as a work in progress, it can go on for years, and
Exactly.
you're really not done till
You're done.
it's done. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm with them. It really doesn't take me that long when I have an idea. It takes me like 5 minutes to write a song, but then I'll look back on it and I'll be like, there's some things I need to change, but, or either there's a song I wrote and I don't finish it, just sometimes it could take years because I'll forget about it and then I'll go back to it. If I haven't crumbled it up and threw it in the trash.
Yeah, exactly.
It varies. Some songs I work days or weeks, trying to get different parts the way I want them. And but one of my better songs, or I think it's one of my better songs, actually, I wrote probably in the space of 10 or 15 minutes one day.
Exactly.
So I got the right little beat going, and the lyrics just started falling in place. So
It's like when people ask me about songwriting, I always say, well, it's kind of like the song is already there. You just have to write it down and figure out the chords to what's in your head. Because it's like almost like this channel on the, if I ever let my mind get quiet, there's a song in there.
that's one of the things for me. I've actually written probably some of the best things. Well, I can't say I wrote them because I didn't actually get the chance to write them down, but probably some of the best songs I've ever had, or ideas for songs. I was at work, and I always tell myself, well, when I get back home or to the motel room or whatever, I'm gonna write that down, and it never happens.
And it's gone.
And it's gone. So,
Exactly. Well, I've even dreamed songs before, and I can remember dreaming this song, and I had all like 3 verses and the chorus, everything was all worked out in that dream. Woke up, poof.
Oh, man.
So you remember you had the dream, but the song was gone. But yeah, that's pretty much been my experience in writing songs too. Anything else that you guys know that people need to know about music here in Brewton?
There is music in Brewton.
Yeah,
there are
right.
musicians.
Come
around
out and
Brewton.
support it. That's the biggest thing. We're trying to spark kind of a movement here. We've always had a lot of music in Brewton. It's always been a very musical place. We're just trying to get the public involved. We're trying to grow this thing so that Brewton is known for all the stuff we already have here. This is one of the greatest assets that we have. People in other cities would kill to have this many working, wonderful musicians right here where we are, and we're all kind of gelling together now. So if you play an instrument, if you're a singer or a musician of any kind, you're welcome to come down to the dock. It's an open mic 3-hour show, so come on down and enjoy. And some of us, who shall remain nameless, have a habit of getting up and singing backup for others, even if they want it or not. So, it's a very laid-back place to be. We're very open, very, very supportive crowd of whoever wants to come down and share in it. So grab your lawn chair next Sunday and come down and see us. And now, especially for you, you're going to get a sneak peek of some of the things you'll be able to hear down there at the dock every day. Coming up next.
Never would have hitchhiked to Birmingham if it hadn't been for love. Never would have caught the train to Louisiana if it hadn't been for love. Never would have run through the blinding rain without $1 to my name if it hadn't been for love. Never would have seen the trouble that I'm in my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I'll always love you and make you happy if you will only say the same. But if you leave me to love another, you will regret it all someday. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You told me once, dear, you really love me, and no one else would come between. But now you've left me and love another. You have shattered all my dreams. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Sunday morning, all around. Think I'll make my way to the other side of town. People know me, and they know my name. But I still feel the same, and it's just another day. It's just another day in the life of a born wanderer. I'm blowing blowing away like a leaf on the wind. I got holes in my soul and nowhere to go, so I follow the sun to the end of the road. So I'm looking for something that's just around the bend. Sunday morning coming down, people pass me by without a sound. Seasons changing and colors fade, but I still feel the same, and it's just another day. It's just another day in the life of a born wanderer. I'm blowing away like a leaf on the wind. I got holes in my soul and nowhere to go, so I follow the sun to the end of the road. So I'm looking for something that's just around the bend. Just another day in the life of a born wanderer. I'm blowing away like a leaf on the wind. I got holes in my soul and nowhere to go, but I follow the sun to the end of the road. So I'm looking for something that's just around the bend. Just around the bend. A seat at the Bluegrass Festival, so you sat down for a spell. There was sunshine all around us. We were high, they couldn't tell. Sunshine mine, kind. My sunshine mine, you're just right. I played a sad song at the Bluegrass Festival. Everyone began to cry, so I played a sad song for the Bluegrass Festival. They could tell that it was a lie. Sunshine mine, you're so kind. Sunshine mine, you're just right. Darkness fell at the Bluegrass Festival. ground felt cold miles away. But as the stars came out at the Bluegrass Festival, we stoked the fires and we led the way. My sunshine mind, you're so kind. Sunshine mine, you're just right. You're just right.
Haven't sang it in a while.
gonna see that water coming. touch you like a river child. I want to walk through your meadowlands, and at the heart of it all, have a still mind, how to get back on, down the rock stairwell with a touch of every detail, bring it on home, touch you like a river now. And I made miles from the Birmingham, headed home fast, thinking about dead presidents. Skipping through the cobblestone to the eye of the storm, headed home farther than I've ever been. And I'm off the beaten path, lies rusting to the top of tattered barn. Never felt around, I have broken down fence. There's half manifested to a blue-eyed green. I have been washed clean. I am a warrior.
I hope you enjoyed this installment of Spotlight Brewton today. It was a great show. We all enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come down and join us every Sunday afternoon at Rock the Dock down at the Hourglass in downtown Brewton. Just come and enjoy it. It's a free show and just part of what Brewton is. Glad to have you here and looking forward to seeing you around town.